Hello, Facebook. Got a duck out here, just coming out here. It's out here for a particular reason. And we got ducks out in the pond. The pond looking ponding. A lot of water in there. They all bathing in that water that rain, rained down. Get a conversation with the duck. Hello, how we doing today? Everything's going well with you? Everything's all good in the hood? Or good in the pond, pretty much? Sorry. All right, things good. Hey, we got the duck on top of things right over here. He's right up top, trying to be on top of things and not on the bottom. This duck reminds me of me, I like being on top of things. You like being on top of things, Ducky? I love being on top of things. I don't want to be on the bottom. You shouldn't be on the bottom. You should be on the top here. That's what I'm saying, Being on the bottom is not a good position. You got to be on top of things. And you know who's on top of things? God is on top of things. Oh, Matt can throw a message right there. God's on top of things. And the doves, got their thing going on over here. The doves feasting over there. But, hey, being on top of things, heaven's on top of things. And those that seek after heaven, oh my goodness, wants to be on top of things and not on the bottom. Because I do know Matthew 5 talks about being the salt of the earth. And it said if you're not a salt, pretty much, that you will be ended up downtrodden by men. And wow, this world system is all about downtrodden people. The system, you know what I'm saying? That this world system does not want to be or seek after to be salt of the earth, because a church system probably is not following the instructions of the word of God to be true representations of the salt of the earth, that not inspiring people to be salt of the earth, but remain sugar. And what I hear about sugar is about something that's sweet, but it can bring cavities. It can be sweet, it can bring cavities. But did you know that salt is something that, salty, but you put salt and water together and a toothache or a toothpaste, it will heal the salt out of it. It will take unnecessary things that giving you toothache, it will heal your tooth. Salt and water. But that's another message. Yes, but guess what? If you're not a salt, you downtrodden. But that's not my message. But I like this message. I'm going to be wrestling with the wind today. Wind is not behaving today. So I hope I'm in good position to wrestle with this wind. Okay, I got to get in position to wrestle with the wind. Because I like this message. Max still talking about the innkeeper, what you keeping in. You know what I'm saying? Meditating on this. And guess what? I meditated on the word in. And not the in as in the innkeepers. We got baby chick birds out here. The word in as in I-N. And I like this variation. This variation that I'm going to talk about in I-N means important needs. Y'all heard that? Important needs. The word I-N from in, I'm going to abbreviate it, important need. Now where I'm going? Well, I'm still on my innkeeper. Now, Jesus said, Matthew 6, and I think 19 or 20 or 21, he said, where your treasure is, aka what you value, is where your heart is also. Where your treasure is where your heart is also. Now, where I'm going with that, well, is I'm talking about the innkeeper's heart. The innkeeper's heart saw, Joseph and Mary's being pregnant, desperately in need of a room concerning a healthy birth for a child, a healthy birth for a child or any child, you know. And the thing is, what we need to realize that, man, this wind is really crazy. The healthy birth of a child, he did not see that Mary, Joseph and Mary being pregnant with child, he didn't see them as important to help them. Let me say that again, because that's going to be the foundation of this message. He didn't see Joseph and Mary important enough to help them in a situation. Now, where I'm going? Well, the thing is, what Jesus is saying is where your treasure is where what you value the most, what you think is important is what you will value. And pretty much, may I bring Proverbs 4:23, keep thine heart, and keep means to guard or protect or hold on to, because it's important, because it's saying keep thy heart with all diligence. Whatever you doing concerning this heart is very important, because this is going to be the way you will make your decisions in everyday life. The way you keep your heart, or more likely what you are keeping in your heart. You know what I'm saying? You're going to keep, and whatever you're going to keep in your heart is going to be important. But what if you allow a world system that is ran by the God of this world, blind the minds of men, influence to develop a desire concerning the lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, pride of life, concerning that will lead us to sin, and the wages of sin is death? What if we allowed his influence to make us think that the things of this, the people of this world, and the things of this world are very important? Yes, that is not a good thing. If we think in things that are important to us, that is there to really destroy us, we unfortunately will let them inside of us. See, N-I-N. We will let them inside our hearts, and we will see as what the darkness of many sinners across the world visualize, that it's very they see a need to be negative. You hear people, this person said something negative to me. I think I need to say something negative back to that person. This person did something negative to me. I think I need to do something negative back to that person. The ideal of a vengeance, and the Bible says in Romans 12, talks about vengeance is mine, is the Lord. And he said we're not supposed to do evil for evil, but we're supposed to do evil for good. I mean, don't do evil for evil, but overcome evil with good. There it goes. And that's what should be the actions of those that are transformed by the renewing of their mind, is what we need to understand. So the thing is, but what is in our hearts is something that we think that is important. First, we think it's important. Then we think we need to do that. We need to do something negative to somebody. We need to say something negative to somebody. Because why? We think that's important. And as what people say, I need to do this to get this off my chest, because I'm mad, because I'm angry, because I'm frustrated with what this person said and what this person did. So I need to, do something bad to this person because this person did something bad to me. Anybody knows that ideal thing that's going on around with people these days. But they see that but that's why bitterness is in your heart. That's why anger is in your heart. That's why jealousy is in your heart. That's why everything that's pretty much is negative, you know what I'm saying, is in your heart. Because as the innkeeper that I did a message on, go. And no, oh my God. As the innkeeper, you know, hurry up, go, innkeeper. Jeez. Innkeeper is in working with people trying to get across the street. Wow. The innkeeper he got people that is important to him. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ, you going? Jesus Christ isn't important to oh gosh. Jeez. Jesus Christ is, isn't a woman that is, with child, a man with child. It's not important to let these people in, not knowing that he's, not letting in the King of Kings and Lord of Lords in his end, But it's the natural dark reaction of people these days that are not, first of all, not seeing what's valuable and important. The ideal that, this should be a natural, concept when a woman is pregnant in need of help. It should be a moral, people should have a moral, value inside of themselves and say, hey, I need to help this woman. I need to find this woman somewhere to have her baby, You would think that is important. But when the world is getting so darker and cold and the influence of, maybe that innkeeper was mistreated and was negative and had been mistreated in his life and people did him wrong, he didn't see no need at all to help, this woman that is pregnant with child. Not just is Mary that had Jesus Christ, but it's a pregnant woman that needs a proper birth in place to have a baby, That should be a simple moral ideal duty for an individual to want to try to do it. Try to keep something that is important and that is in need to help them. Hold on. Dropping stuff. All right. It's important and need to be helped. But when you have darkness in your heart, spiritual darkness is about ignorance. And it's about ignoring what's important to you concerning life. And that's what the darkness ignoring people that are important to you and ignoring things that are important to you and continue on doing things that desire the lust of the flesh is what darkness is all about. And the thing is, darkness, and the thing is the heart represents a house. And the house, as I'm using this innkeeper's inn as the heart, that what you keep in your heart, what you're keeping in your heart is like, all diligence and out of it full of the issues of life, is what's going to have people, seeing what's important in their life. What they need is important. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to make decisions that you will, ignore even that simple moral duty of helping somebody that's in need. You will ignore it and do something, and do things based upon the lust of the flesh. Well, these people paid for their room in here. They paid for their room in here. I ain't gonna let nobody else in here, even though they're in need. It's the attitude of this innkeeper. What his innkeeper has an attitude because he or she need. He or she thinks something is more important than this person. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we are as, the world we live in darkness. We don't think people are important. We don't think homeless people are important. We don't think negative people are important. We don't think nobody's important. So we don't need to do anything for them. The cold-hearted individuals that are unfortunately too many in this earth, that is a problem. But that's why the love of God is all about the simple fact of love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all thy soul, all thy mind, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. Love your enemy. Bless those that curse you. Pray for them that despitefully use you. All about on the agenda to give you what is important. What you need is God, because you're made in the image and the likeness of God. You need God in you because God is the giver of life. He's the one that gave you life, and he's the one is the reason why you breathing. By his grace and mercy, you are existing because of him. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, the people, as Christians, we need to shine that example. Or Christians, we need to show this world who's important and who you should need. And you should need the God the Father. You know, this country, United States of America, says, in God we trust, you know. Well, it's in God we trust, but we do not, need his commandments. This country is about putting out laws that come against his commandments. And they come against his commandments, and they act like they can trust God and break his commandments at the same time. Foolish United States of America. But the thing is, as Christians, we need to be an example about who God is, concerning that we need God. I got this ING, I need God. I need INJ, I need Jesus. We need to show that he's need and he's important in our life. He's number one. God's number one. God first. Jesus first in our life is what's supposed to be the example that we live each and every day, to get people to convince them to let Jesus in their hearts. Let Jesus Christ be in their hearts. You know what I'm saying? Is what important need is all about. And that's just, I hope you got it. Very distracted today. Sorry about that. That might be kind of not hitting this message that I should be hitting it as. But that's the message. God be glory. In Jesus' name, amen. Important needs.